Meanwhile, at the Seabrook Motel in Madison and Billy's room, Madison and Billy are talking. What the hell is wrong with you? Billy, you need to understand why I do what I do best as a social worker, really? Because what I'm seeing is you abusing your work title just so you can play God. Bear in mind this, carrying ashes, I know. You think it's also right to inform Roma the truth because it could destroy her. Madison, either way the truth's gonna come out in the end, and she's gonna be destroyed by the revelation by her husband and whoever helped.
Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the inpatient room, as Michael and Kristen came in, and Kristen closed the door. You said you had something to tell me earlier? Yeah, I do. And what is it? I'm going back to school. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Casey and Richard are waiting till Julian and Wilma came to where they are. What are you two doing here? We're lending our support to my sister and her husband. Even though today's Tina's trial, we're gonna get our chance to testify. And when we get finished, Tina's gonna wish she never met us. Speaking of which, they'll be back. Meanwhile, in Jeff's room, Jeff and Elizabeth are talking. What the hell are you talking about? There's no way a nice person with glory. Yes, she is. She's more ruthless than you know. Really? You expect me to believe she's a monstrous bitch? Yeah, she's more than that. She's cold-hearted enough. I need you to leave right now. Thing is, I'm not leaving till you hear every damn word I say about Gloria. Meanwhile, outside the Los Angeles courthouse, Aaron and Rachel are coming up the stairs. You sure it's a good idea to bring Patrick? She put my son's life through danger. And I think he deserves to help us take her down. Alright, and as they arrive to where Will is. Where's Jennifer? She's on her way. Look, before you go, there's something you should know. Meanwhile, in the main trial room, as people begin to gather for Tina's trial, and as Tamara and Kevin came in. Looks like most of this town who hates Tina is in here. I can see why. And as they went and sat down, just as Olivia came to a man. Joseph, I'm surprised to see you here. Considering what Tina's done to me, I owe it to myself to see she pays for all her crimes. And she will, and as Patrick came to them, I'm glad you came. So am I, and as Karen came to what they are. Joseph, you remember Karen Goodcharm, right? Yeah, it's good seeing you again. Likewise. So what's going on? I'm gonna need a favor from you, if that's okay.
Meanwhile, at the Seabrook Motel in Madison and Billy's room, Madison and Billy are talking. Why must you do this? Why? I'm just trying to save my wife from going to prison. Wrong. Julian showed me he got my back, and I was kind of hoping my husband also got my back. I do. And as Billy has a flashback of him and Lucas talking. So, did you persuade your wife to stay? Yeah, and it worked out. But come on, her dad controls my marriage, which I'm gonna change if he keeps up. And that's the flashback ending. The fact of the matter is, Tina has destroyed hundreds upon thousands of people's lives, including ours. Hey, I get where your heart is. Really, I do. Julian and Wilma has been our friends for a while, and they do deserve happiness. You think it's not gonna end well, do you?
Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the empty patient room, Kristen and Michael are talking. I'm sorry, did you say you're going back to high school? Yeah, the decision wasn't easy to me. You're saying as if you're enrolled, and now you're just telling me? Lots has happened between us, considering we were about to get a divorce last year. Yes, I guess you're right. But from now on, you and I are a team. We tell each other everything. We will always be. And it's to begin kissing each other. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Casey, Richard, Wilma, and Julian are talking. Well, since you two are here, we have some news, Wilma. You sure it's the right time? And as Julian got up, and so did Wilma. Of course it is. I can't hold this anymore. What's going on? Yeah, something we miss? Well, as it appears, Julie and I are gonna have another baby. That's good news to hear, and as Hannah came to where they are. Mom, how much did I came to support you while your dad's heading to Tina's trial? Well, one thing's for certain, Tina's gonna be out of our lives for good. Meanwhile, in Jeff's room, Jeff and Elizabeth are talking. Like I said, I'm not gonna either you get the hell out or I'm calling security. And as Taya came in with the security guards, don't bother. I've already done the honors. Get out. Don't you realize my love for you is so strong and as the security dragged her out of the room that it can never be broken? And as Taya closed the door and faced Jeff, I can have her name removed from I would like that. Look, try to get some rest and don't let Elizabeth worm her way into your heart. It feels so weird. What do you mean? I don't know what's going on. It feels like my head's spinning around in circles, trying to figure out, hey, it'll all become clear soon, Jeff. What the hell do I do if it doesn't? Meanwhile, in the underground parking lot, Elizabeth hid to her car and got in and closed the door. Damn it. This was my only shot at having Jeff to myself, and I'll be damned to let Gloria or anyone stop me. And as Elizabeth got her iPhone and called Harold. Harold, it's me. How soon can you meet me here? All right. And as Elizabeth hung up, soon I have everything I wanted. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the main trial room, as people begin to gather for Tina's trial, let's get to Olivia, Joseph, Patrick, and Karen who are talking. What is it? If you are summoned, do not hold anything back. Just cause the fact she's my sister. Oh, I have no intentions of holding back at all. Me neither. Good. And as Bradley came to where they are, they're about to start. All right, let's take our places. And as they all went and sat at their respective spots. Meanwhile, Kevin and Tamara are talking. Who's the DA? That's Shannon, one of the best district attorneys in Los Angeles. I mean, from what I heard, she's never lost a case at all. Then Tina don't stand a chance. That's the idea. She's finally gonna go down for all the terror she's inflicted on all of us. Meanwhile, outside, Will, Aaron, and Rachel are talking. What is it? Seems that Frank and Mimi knew that tsunami was coming. Yeah, and it sounds exactly like them to think about themselves. And as Will's cell phone rings and he sees who it is, and got it. Are you here yet? That's why I'm calling, because I'm not coming. How come? I just called to say goodbye and take care, because I'm leaving for good. And as Will hung up. What's going on? Jennifer's leaving. Can't you at least? It's too late. I know her. She's probably leaving the country. Dude, I'm sorry. Hey, it's fine. Let us know if you need anything. Actually, there is something I need. You can tell us anything. Yeah. The one thing I want is for Tina to pay for destroying our lives. Meanwhile, at the Grand Private Jet, which is on its way to India with Rex and Jennifer. I know that wasn't easy. It doesn't matter. That part of my chapter is over. I am ready to move on and start over anew. This calls for a toast. And as Rex got up and went and bought back a bottle of wine and poured 2 cups of wine and gave her one. Let's make a toast. He said that already. I like saying it twice. To new hope. To new hope. And as they clicked their glass and took a sip. You know, this could be the beginning of something incredible for us. I can't bear to tell you how much I'm looking forward to going to a brand new world. Well, it's gonna happen. In a few hours, we'll be out of these United States. I can't wait. And as Rex thinking, finally, I have Jennifer to myself. And now that her marriage is over and mine, I'll be damned to let anybody come between us.
Meanwhile, at the Seabrook Motel in Madison and Billy's room, Madison and Billy are talking. Look, I really don't see any point of arguing over this. Good. It seems you've done right for once. And as Madison's iPhone rings. Aren't you gonna get that? You know damn well who it is. What happened to you telling your father we have total control of our marriage? We do. In fact, I'm gonna prove it to you right now. If you say so. And as Madison got up and went and got our iPhone that's ringing and answered. Hello, Dad. I'm doing fine. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna be staying here in Los Angeles. Yes, I know, I understand that, but this is my home. Seriously? You can't do that! And as Madison hung up and came back to where Billy is. What happened? My dad basically told me if I'm not on the next plane to Boston in 48 hours, he's gonna come and drag my ass back to Boston. Wow, really? Well, so much to stand up to your father, right? And as Billy got up, Billy, I'm late for work. Please excuse me. And as Billy got his stuff and went and left the room. And as Madison went and sat on the bed.
Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the empty patient room, Kristen and Michael are talking. You know, it feels falling in love with you all over again. I feel the same way. We've come so far, including creating this miracle we both come to love. There's no break into that at all. No, we're about to reign stronger than ever. Why don't I prove it to you? Ooh, I think I know where this is heading. As Michael came and closed the blinds and closed the door and locked it. Baby, I'm about to take you to paradise. It feels like I'm there with you every step of the way. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Hannah, Casey, Richard, Roma, and Julian are talking. How could a monster like Tina continue to roam about like nothing has happened when clearly it is? Oh, believe me, I've been trying to figure it out myself. Whatever the matter is, her crime's gonna come back to haunt her. I haven't forgotten what she put me through, which is all the reason she's going down. Roma and I will see that justice is served. And as Hannah's cell phone rings, and as she got it, hello? I'm in the middle. Oh, alright, I'm on my way. And as Hannah hung up. What's wrong, Mom? Seems I'm needed in court. Go ahead, we'll be fine. Alright, you let me know if anything happens. And as Hannah got her purse and head out. Meanwhile, in Jeff's room, Jeff and Taya are talking. Look, you mustn't worry at all. It'll all be fine in the end. You seem so sure, even though that's not the case. There's always hope. I guess you're right. Look, I'm releasing you under the agreement that you get some rest. Thank you for everything. No problem. Anyways, your sister's gonna drive you home. Now all you gotta do is rest. And as Taya left the room and closed the door, and as Jeff thinking, not until I find out what the hell's going on here. Meanwhile, in the underground parking lot, Elizabeth got her car after she see Harold pull in and got out of his car, and then she went to where he is. I really trust you know why I summoned you here. Yes, I do indeed. Once our plan works out, Jeff will be all might, and this time for good. That's where you come in. What shall I do to make this happen? Meanwhile, on the grand private jet which is on its way to India, let's get in the living room, Jennifer and Rex talking. I hope you don't mind we took my jet instead of no. In fact, I'm glad we chose to take the jet. I forgot, Tina's trial's today. Well, there's enough people there. She doesn't stand a chance. I hope I never see her again. Meanwhile, outside the Los Angeles courthouse, Will, Aaron, and Rachel are talking. Speaking of which, we better be heading inside. I assure you, Will, Tina will pay. The sooner the better. And as they all went in. Meanwhile, in the trial room, as everyone's there for Tina's trial, and the bailiff went from the back to the front. All rise, and as everyone stand up, just as the judge came in and went and sat down, and see who the trial is. Oh, it's you again. Well, Let me be the first to tell you what I got here, not only enough to convict you. It might be possible for you to get the death penalty, Tina. So, if I were you better prepare yourself, as court is now in session.